So,
What do you got for me?
what do you call it when a black cat falls on a treadmill?
Ooh. I have no idea.
A catastrophe.
Oh. Alan, come on, man. Alright, I got one for you. Okay. Why do ghosts like to ride in elevators?
I don't know. Why do ghosts like to ride in elevators?
Because it lifts their spirits.
It lifts
That's a good one, man.
their and whatnot. I found a great Paladin read. So it's from Paladin Dad at Paladin_Dad on Twitter. Says, you really have to hand it to the halflings. You know why?
Why?
Because they can't reach it on their own.
I should have got that one. All right.
It's a halfling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Hey,
Thanks, Paladin Dad. We'll definitely do a shout out when we run this one.
Yes, absolutely. That was a good one. That's a good one. So, hey, I got one for you. One more before we get on to any business. So, what kind of music do mummies listen to?
What kind of music do mummies listen to?
Rap. All right.
You know,
that one was bad. All right.
that was pretty bad. But you know, mine's almost as bad. Maybe worse actually. So why don't vampires like Motown?
I have no idea.
Because they got no soul.
Oh, okay.
We didn't even plan those two together.
No,
it just worked.
There you go.
There
you go. So there you go.
I don't know. We share half a brain.
Some Halloween dad jokes. There you go.
So, you know, when we think about margin and you know what happens to your wallet when you use cash and it's all gone, you know, it can get kind of flat.
It's true.
But you know what else can go flat? Pumpkins. You ever seen a flat pumpkin?
I have not seen a flat pumpkin.
You know, like the end of the season, they kind of get flat.
Okay.
You know what time it is when your pumpkin goes flat?
No.
Time for a pumpkin patch.
Well, you know, here's something. You know, back along the lines of just Halloween. You know, my family's been sick a lot. You know, asthma, allergies, fall allergies, things like that. So it got me thinking. You know how to tell if a vampire's sick?
How do you tell if a vampire's sick?
By how much he's coughing.
Oh, that's why. So, JJ, you know, I think when we start talking about our topics for today, you know, dads do some silly things, and the other day I sliced my finger cutting the cheese.
Ooh. How? Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I asked Edward Scissorhands to pull my finger.
Oh, come on, man. Okay. Yeah, I got one for you. Okay, so it's November. We're in the hunting season now. All right. I'm not a big hunter,
all right.
But you know, a lot of people are. So here's a question for you. What do you call a dad duck that tells jokes?
What do you call a dead duck that tells jokes?
No, a dad duck. A dad duck.
A dad duck.
A dad duck. Well, you know, because
I don't know. What do you tell a dad duck that tells jokes?
A wise quacker.
So, speaking of that, hey, you know, my son was trying to give away his dead cell phone the other day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You know what though? I had to make sure he was using truth in advertising. He had to let people know it was free of charge.
So, hey, you know what? We're coming up on Thanksgiving here in a few weeks. One of my favorite holidays, you know, is Thanksgiving. So, I had a question for you. What do you call a turkey on the day after Thanksgiving?
What do you call a turkey on the day after Thanksgiving?
Lucky.
Lucky. Very good. What's the future look like for a turkey? It's a tough thing at Thanksgiving time. You know, I was personally feeling bad about the future today, but then I installed a new version of Office.
Really?
It improved my outlook. So, speaking of money though, JJ, did you know I had to buy a new furnace?
You did. That stinks. What happened?
Yeah, it was getting so cold in my house I had hypothermia.
Come on, man. All right. Well, we're coming up on Thanksgiving. We've been talking about money, and God blesses us in so many different ways. But do you know what type of music the Pilgrims listen to on the first Thanksgiving?
I don't know what kind of music the Pilgrims listen to on the first Thanksgiving.
Plymouth Rock.
Plymouth Rock! Yeah, so my son comes in, my older son comes in, he says, Dad, we're out of super glue. And I said, it's date night. I'm not taking your mom to the super glue store. So my 14-year-old, he comes along and he says, Dad, the super glue store is perfect for date night. And I just kind of look at him like, what are you saying? And he turns around and he says, it keeps your relationship together. I gotta admit, that's some sage advice from my 14-year-old. If I want to keep my relationship with my wife together, I just need to take her to the super glue store.
All right. Well, speaking of relationships, my wife loves pumpkins. Pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin smell, all sorts of pumpkins, and we're in fall, and we're in Thanksgiving season, and all that stuff. So here's a question for you. What do you get if you divide a pumpkin's circumference by its diameter?
The pumpkin circumference. I don't know. What do you get?
Pumpkin pie.
Oh, math joke. That's a good one.
We've been talking about money quite a bit for the past 3 weeks, and it's a very important topic. And so, one of the things my dad used to always say when I'd ask him for something, he'd say, the money doesn't, grow on trees. But, if money really did grow on trees, you know what everybody's favorite season would be?
What?
Fall.
Of course, fall. I should have just said fall. That's what I was thinking, because it's fall.
It's fall.
Right? It kind of makes me hungry. Did you hear the rumor about butter?
No, I did not.
Never mind, I shouldn't spread it.
Come on.
And when you think about driving, you know who can't drive a car?
Who's up?
A giant sloth. They can't drive a car. You know why?
No.
They're extinct.
Come on. Seriously. All right.
What do you think?
All right. So we're coming up on Thanksgiving, Matt, and I've never gotten into bird fighting or anything like that. It's underground in some places, but you know what happened when the turkey got into a fight?
What happened when the turkey got into a fight?
He got the stuffing knocked out of him.
Oh, the stuffing knocked out of him.